spy power to be able to claim that province. Okay, that increased a little bit. Did they stop hating me? Nope. They're still as aggressive as possible. I still have that mission. Their next step will be to attack Delhi, if they're bold enough, after taking out Kashmir. But they could always turn on me if they see that opportunity. Their opinion hasn't changed, that's unfortunate. Really not seeing any options. So we could get 7,000 more Horde, 1,000 which is Cavalry, we could get 6,000, one of which is Cavalry. Might as well pick up Caradel. We can't invade them right now anyway. So at least make our alliance a bit stronger on paper, and hopefully convince the Ming that we are not a threat. Proclaim a guarantee, and then take their trade power. Chagatai from the map. That's going to take a while, so I'm going to hold off on that. Okay, so we can take 40% of their trade power. We'll do that. I do want to get a discount here. The dock is claiming on us, which means that we're probably going to get beat up by the Timurids. Might be all the incentive I need to get our military attack up one higher. But I think I'm going to hold out. I do want that discount. And there it is. So, I'm not going to delay any further than that. I want our army to look much better on paper. So this is going to disappear if we don't take it. Uzbek is planning a war against us. I'm not necessarily afraid of Uzbek by themselves. They do have more troops than us, but if they invade us, our allies should help. Just if that happens, we would probably get beat up by Ming and the Timurids. So let's get some more piety. Even though it's cutting into our already meager supply of gold. I wonder what's keeping the Timurids from going into Kashmir. I'm almost tempted to take out another alliance and get Saragogir here as an ally, just to ward off invasions. Because again, we're warned, we can't invade them. Timurids have cancelled that military access. That's not a good sign at all. So I think we're going to have to accept that they quite likely could invade us. It's very low provocation. And we should prepare for that. Okay, we have a discount there, so we might as well attack up. And hope that makes us look a little bit more formidable in the eyes of our enemies. Okay, I think I'm going to cave into my impulse here and see if we can get them as an ally. Royal marriage, there we go. Because even if we have to buy down our war exhaustion a single time as a result of war with the Timurids, that is 6 years worth of having an additional ally. I'm going to build up the relations and then ask for... Okay, Timurids are going into Tabaristan. I like that. We'll keep them preoccupied. Alirad is having problems, and I'm not excited about that. Time really isn't on the side of the Timurids, so if we can delay them, and delay Ming, things will go good for us. And we have a new ruler. And that tanks our legitimacy, which is certainly not ideal. Okay, we have a discount, so I don't mind paying for that. Prestige is remaining pretty good, so I like that. And it's getting even better. I could buy something with this money, but it doesn't make sense to put it in Marketplace, as none of this is very good. Could put in a temple here, and it would pay for itself eventually, but I think I'm going to save that money, because we do need a war chest in the event of one of our neighbors deciding to humiliate us, which is a very real possibility. Though things aren't going as well as they could, but they're not going as poorly as they could yet either. Really, those are two big issues. And I'm anticipating that somebody like Delhi is going to call us into a war, possibly Oirat, and then when that happens, we will get slapped silly by Ming and Timurids. But Ming is actually now in the Regency Council with a 1-year-old, so they're not invading us anytime soon, and their change in attitude reflects that. They have a diplomat in power, and potentially we could buddy up to them. Probably still going to warn us when this expires, but that is fine. They have a horde ruler. Well, no, he's 4 for 1. They have a horde regent. And with that change in our fortunes, I think I'm going to stop this video and pick it up again after thinking about what our opportunities are. The other thing that changed, as you might have noticed, is our relations with the Timurids improved drastically. They would even accept a royal marriage. So this guy, he is an administrator. And I think before he dies, it would be actually a really good idea to befriend them and try to ward off an invasion. Now we're 2 over, that is not good, but we now have security, and we could potentially invade somebody like Uzbek, who's now only allied to Nogai and Chagatai. So I think our target here would be Chagatai, and beat up on Uzbek if we could get somebody else to help us out. And our trust with Oirod is pretty low, so that might not happen, but they do owe us 9 favors. So I think that would be a great next video to do. So I'm going to save it here and sign off. See you soon. Thank you, and be good to everyone.